Hello everybody, welcome to the pitch. My name is Jan-Jaap reporting for GTA Sports Studio. Welcome to everybody to our podcast today, and I have actually a very interesting subject. And lately I was thinking I want to do a new podcast, and I couldn't get really a subject that was really interesting. I could get, of course, a new subject and go further in, but I felt not really. I didn't feel like doing that, and I was looking at the agenda, and in 2 days' time, yes, there's not only, of course, the draw for the World Cup 2018, what will be also, you can follow along on GTA Sports Studio, um, but also the window for the transfer markets opens a lot. And it's actually funny, we're all focusing on the draw for the World Cup. Who's going to draw who and who's going to draw who? Nobody's really talking yet about the transfer market. However, there's mentioned some names, um, and but it's not really going already. Oh, we're going to buy this player. We're going to buy this player. No, the funny part is what I actually want to talk about is uh, about these large sums of amounts that are actually been offered for football players. And I have a feeling we are coming now to a point that actually is not the border. It's getting too extreme. Neymar went for 220 million euros to Paris Saint-Germain, and Pogba went for over 100 million to Manchester United. Now we can keep on like this, but there must be held a stop to it. And I was actually thinking, there's been a lot of solutions figured out. How can we do this? Maybe with a salary cap. They said, no, that's not a real good deal because then just the private sponsors comes into them. They say if you come to Barcelona, well, Nike, for example, they will actually pay the additional to your wages. So that would not help either. But then I was thinking, yeah, but if we're now going to look back at the olden days before the Bosman arrest case, that we only have three foreign players um, per team. And I think it's slowly getting time because sometimes I have a feeling that if you are looking at some teams, the other day, a few weeks ago, Arsenal played with a whole team. There only were two English football players sitting on the bench. The rest was international. The starting 11, there was no English players left. Inter, I have seen it also doing in the past. If you are calling yourself an English football team, right, or playing in the English league, right, let's be honest. Let's call spade like spade. Doesn't it have to be like that, that you have some maybe English football players in it? And isn't also not the responsibility for a football club, like these major clubs like Arsenal or Manchester United or Borussia Dortmund, to have their own national players grow up on a high level? Because what is the thing? Well, Germany is not so terrible because actually Germany is doing good. I don't want to really go after Germany at the moment. All right, the Bundesliga is doing pretty well. They know how to develop the German football. But if you now are looking at England, and there is a major problem. England, uh, the country where it all started, and but nowadays, the English football players are playing with the lowest team, maybe in the Premier League. Uh, yeah, you have some few pointed out, but it's mostly the Premier League. The Premier League is built up with foreign players, and can that not be damaging also for the English football player? But then you say also, yeah, but also other countries. What about development of the players of the smaller countries? Yeah, that is true, and they will fall to a case. However, I think that if you more develop and you're on the highest level that can offer, it can be that they can come along. I have no doubts about that. That was either always the case. Eh? Now, take a look for Dutch football. Um, Before the Bosman arrest, the Dutch clubs were actually doing pretty well in Europe. And after that, it went south with Holland. Because Holland is now also become more an institute for youth players to grow out and becoming better, prepare them for the big leagues. Let's call spade like spade. Sorry, I'm a little bit colder, guys, but I think it's due to the summer. Um, so it's not the best for that UEFA stands in and starts up and say, listen, free maximum players. It doesn't matter if your players are from the EU, free maximum players, because it has to be done something about it, because this is getting out of line. I mean, if we don't do anything about it, we suddenly have football players that are going for transfer amounts for maybe 500,000,000 or even 1 billion in 5 to 10 years time. I'm really serious about it. Take Messi for example. He signed a new contract with a release fee for 700 million euro, um, and that is, yeah. Then you think to yourself, is this really necessary? Is this because these amounts, is it still sportsmanship like? 700, can you imagine to have a release clause for 700 million euro? And to be quite honest, if I'm being frankly honest, I think there will be a team trying, to try to get that fee. I would not actually be amazed if, for example, a team like Paris Saint-Germain will try to get Messi, maybe Manchester City, or maybe even Chelsea. I think these few clubs, due to the major investors sitting around, they have so much money. Uh, I mean, 700 million sometimes for these investors, even peanuts. And but is it then fair to the clubs that not can come along? Huh? So, for example, I will give you an example. In England, take Everton. Everton's actually invested a lot, over 120 million, but they're standing now playing relegation football. And that is maybe some things that I was not agreeing on with Everton. Everton, of course, did buy a successful striker, but then again, you have to replace Lukaku. That's very difficult. Um, and can Everton attract these kind of players like Lukaku? Because Lukaku's, hey, if they get an offer from Manchester United or in Barcelona or Real Madrid, they're gone anyway. Even the smaller clubs now already in England starting actually slowly feel the crack. And at least the most clubs with the best investors and the most money left. Maybe that is maybe 8 clubs or something, 6 maybe, and the rest, they finally will fall apart. The circle expands. The gap between those are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So what has to be done here? I think there has to maybe set maximum amount that you can spend on a transfer, but also the maximum of football players or foreign players. And that has nothing to do with racism or whatever. It's just that to get um, these huge stop to these huge amount, because is it not almost actually also kind of, yeah, slavery negotiation? I mean, sorry I say it like that. That's very harsh, but you have to get somewhere down. You have to get somewhere down the line, and I don't know what to do about it, because it is getting out of line. And trust me, if we don't do anything now, trust me, a player will be costing around a billion, and who can afford that beside of these rich clubs? Real Madrid probably can afford have a Manchester United, a Barcelona, a Paris Saint-Germain, and then you have it. Maybe also even not. Yeah, Bayern has always a good book, but they don't have they create their own money to invest very good. They're very brilliant at doing it, and they're always making good profit. But don't think even that these amounts can, you know, get these teams to vote and come on. So, but we're going to be in an exciting time again. The transfer market's open again, and for a short period to the end of January, and then every player can go over the on a plate on a platter to the new employer, and the amounts will be flying very low again. So, yeah. I have nothing more on the plate. Thank you for watching for the pitch. If you have any questions or for the mailbag next time, please do so. Lay them in the comment box or on social media. Lay them there in the comment box. And thank you for watching. My name is Jan-Jaap Abbing. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/GJ Sports Studio. On Twitter, you can follow us along on @GJ Sports Studio. Here on YouTube, youtube.com/GJ LiveTube. And Pinterest, pinterest.com/GJ LiveTube. And Tumblr, also there's tumblr.com/DJ Sports Studio. All right, thank you so much for watching and take care and see you soon. Ciao.